Hello everyone, we are back at it again like I said I was going to with another weight loss video. And truth be told, the last time that I had done this, it was piggybacking on something where I thought things were going to get sorted out. Like, of the many stresses of my life, I thought maybe a few of them were going to get sorted out over this past week. Did not happen, unfortunately, and it seems for this being this is the shortest, longest year that I can ever remember. Short in the fact that it's already September. Kids are going to be going to school next week, added a whole level of stress. You see, they were supposed to actually go to school, which was, a shaky concept to begin with, because you're running into issues where a lot of kids going to school, generally for people that have children, when you send kids to school, they immediately get sick in like the first week. And now with the pandemic and things going on, it's a shaky proposition to send your children to school. But then they said it's going to be online only, which adds a whole extra layer of stress to that, because obviously it will be done here. Gearing my son up for school is going to be not fun. He is a handful to deal with. Arguably both my children need to be in school. My daughter more than my son, just because she needs more hands-on, having autism, being special needs. My son, just because he gets frustrated really easy and doesn't like to put in the work. He's got to change his mindset. So being a teacher for these next, first 9 weeks here is going to be almost as fun as it was when I was going through the weight loss thing last time. The good thing is that it'll distract a little bit from my own problems I have to deal with trying to sort everything out. So I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I will say this. I ran into issues this last week attempting to lose weight where I saw myself eating badly. Like, I saw poor choices being made. Acknowledged the fact that I was making those poor choices and did it anyway. Because, it's the art of self-sabotage, I suppose. I don't have too many outlets as far as things that get me less stressed, get me to not focus on all the craziness this is going on, not just in the outside world, which between an election year and Facebook, let me go off on a rant here for a little bit about Facebook. I'm not going to get political. I don't need your political posts. I don't need your political posts on anything. We know your opinion. People on Facebook, we know your opinion. The people that like your posts are the people that have the same opinion as you. The people that don't like your posts are either irritated by you or they've blocked you because you post too much about politics. Simple as that. Simple as that. I occasionally will take out my soapbox and I will sit there and I will post stuff being political and stuff like that, and I realize I won't do that anymore. I'm going to make my best effort to never do that anymore. Why? Because everybody else does it. And I'm tired of it. So between election year, social injustices, people protesting, people fighting, people bickering back and forth on Facebook, truth be told, 2020 is pretty ugly. It's ugly in a pandemic standpoint. It's ugly in a social media and, people arguing and fighting constantly standpoint. It's an election year, which is always the worst. It's just bad all around. And I have enough stress on my own. I have enough stress in my own life that I don't need to hear what the outside world has to say. I'm still going to watch my sports if there is sports. So yeah, I have enough stress without having to deal with the outside world and all their additional problems. I have plenty of problems at home. I don't need additional problems on top of those problems. So trying to get my way through this existence, this 2020 or beyond or whatever. Look, it's proven challenging, and you know, like I said, I'm not gonna be part of your political folly. I'm not going to be part of your hatred towards each other. I'm not dealing with it. You can fight. I'm over it. Fight for your causes, fight for your rights, fight for whatever you believe in. Just keep me out of it. and I don't mean that. That's not me turning a blind eye to these causes. I understand their merit and I understand their value, but for me, I'm just not. I can't worry about that right now. I have to worry about myself, getting my situation, my many situations that I have to get sorted out in order. One is this losing weight. And I know this is something I can control. This is not some widespread political issue that I'm going to champion the cause for. I don't have the answers to the outside world. That's why I'm not running for office. That's why I'm not dusting off my soapbox and getting on there and condemning everyone's comments for whatever they believe. I'm not doing that. I don't want to. I don't need to. I have other things going on, unfortunately. But look, I ran into situations where I was stressed out and, you know, I needed to find some outlet. And, you know, I run it, you know, sometimes I can get lost in video games. I've gotten lost in, you know, doing like the autograph trading or the opening boxes or the opening, you know, card packs and stuff, but that's fleeting. I have to throw myself into something to kind of distract myself from, you know, wanting to eat badly because I'm worried about other things, and this is really the only outlet I have because I do not drink, as mentioned. I do not take drugs. I do not do anything other than eat for my stresses or occasionally play a video game, and I haven't been able to do that too much, at least in the last couple weeks. So it's time for me to get focused. It's time for me to get dialed in, similar to how I was in March. Now, in March, we had no idea what the timetable was going to be and how this thing was going to shake out. It's now September. March, April, May, June, July, September. It's going to be September this week coming up. And nothing's been sorted out. The same problems that were with me in March are still with me in September. And I need them to go away. You understand? I need things to get resolved. So, because I can't truly control those things, the one thing I can control is trying to get dialed in back here with losing weight. And that is what we are going to do. I haven't been on this thing in 2 months probably, sadly. Ever since not the last weigh-in and not the weigh-in where I did the starting over a new leaf, probably since like week 15 of the weight loss journey prior to the 4 months. So, I have a feeling I'm not going to do very well, but we're going to try to do as many as we can here. That was 10, and I'm dying. All right, we're going to go 25. We're going to go 25, and that should be, not saying I'm going to do plenty more than 25, but for this video, I'm saying 25. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh. Oh. All right, I gotta start doing that regularly and way more often. Because, you know, I knew it when I started doing it again that I was gonna feel it. And I feel it. So I'm dialed in now. I was, you know, shaky this past week. I can't guarantee that the stuff that I'm hoping to get sorted out now from last week into this week will get sorted out. If it does not, I will be I will hopefully be able to be truly dialed in with this weight loss, because it'll truly be the only thing that I can control of the outside world. So let's step on the scale. Let's see how we did. A bit nervous about this week. I don't know if I, like I said, did my best. So we'll see how this goes. $265 even. Okay. All right. I had a feeling that may be the case. 265 even. That's about half a pound down. And as mentioned, I did not try my best this week. I let stresses of all types get to me all week. I did make some progress. There are things progress I made around the house. Ripped some carpet up in my basement that was long overdue. Basement has a water problem that I have to get sorted out. Replaced my computer monitor, thanks to my parents who gave me a TV to replace my computer monitor that my daughter kicked a hole into. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but yeah, my daughter kicked a hole through my computer monitor. So, plenty of additional stress on top of the main stresses, and I'm not going to get into the additional stress issues that are affecting me right now. If you want to check that out, go back to the very beginning and watch those weight loss videos. And the things that I am griping about as far as my situation at that time, which was March and April and May, are still the same situation going on right now. The same things going on. So, the one thing that I feel like I can control is this weight loss journey, and I plan to make the most of it. I have to make the most of it. I have to do it for me, for my, the hope being that, it'll be one less thing to worry about, is being able to, and, I was able to sort out a situation where, I actually have some healthcare coverage now, which is good. I was concerned I didn't, and it'd be the worst possible time to not have that, but I do have that at least, so I have that going for me, which is nice. But definitely something I need to put more focus and effort on. I need to get dialed in. I need to get focused on what brought me to this point to then lose 30 pounds and then gain 5 pounds back, and now, a half pound down. I have to get back to the point where I can start regularly getting active, start regularly losing weight, start regularly getting focused on losing weight. Because I don't think the outside world's getting any better. In fact, it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. I'm generally an optimistic person about, things going on. I'm optimistic about, the future. I'm optimistic about, everything usually. And this last year to like a year and a half, man, it's just like, it feels like any little thing, like just everything that could be bad is getting bad. And I don't want to say it's can't get any worse, because it certainly can't get worse. So I just have to not think about that. I have to be focused on distracting my mind from my problems and attempting to get back on the bike, attempting to get active, attempting to get on that ab machine, crunch, whatever that thing is, more is the way to go about doing it. And I plan to do that. So I wanted to get outdoors for this one. It did not work out in my favor, just based on the fact that I just couldn't get it sorted out. I have a very very small window to be able to make videos. It doesn't always work out in the way I intended. I do want to get active and go places, and I do plan to do that more. But guys, thank you so much for watching and your continued support. Because I kind of stepped away from this for like a month and a half. So I do appreciate those that stuck with me and will continue to stick with me throughout this process. Any comments, any feedback that you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Do not make it any political nonsense. There's enough of that on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else, your family, everywhere. I don't need it in my life. I have enough things going on. So, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I greatly appreciate it. If this is your first time here, make sure to check out the other weight loss journey videos that I have been doing over the past, since March, other than my, month and a half hiatus there. Please like, comment. I will respond to all comments. If you would like to support me on Patreon with a couple bucks, there's a link in the description below. If you would like to buy a t-shirt of my channel logo, you can add additional text. You can add, all types of nonsense, whatever you want to add on there. I would appreciate that as well. Shout me out. I appreciate it. I'll, happily shout out your channel or anything you got going on. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. I can't guarantee another next week, but we'll see you very soon for another weight loss video. Until then, bye everyone.